Hey everyone, it's your girl Samantha here, and today I wanted to do an update on a news story that I talked about probably about a week ago. So, this story was published December 31st, 2021. It's coming from the New York Post, and it says mother sex trafficked her 5-year-old daughter to man who murdered her, says officials. And if y'all don't remember, there was a little girl, her name was Kamari Holland, and she went missing. And when they found her, she had been raped and murdered. I hate saying that word, but it was just appalling, right? And they had the mom. She was doing this, this news. She was on the news, and it was just weird. Like something, like her story did not add up. And I already felt like the black guy that was in custody for the murder of her daughter, I already felt like he was like either her pimp or her drug guy or both. And some of the stuff she said when she was being interviewed by the newscaster or the journalist, it didn't add up. It didn't make sense. Like, she's acted like he ran off with her daughter without her knowledge. And I'm just like, when was your daughter ever out of your sight? Then the father of the little girl, he said that he had custody of the kids, and he wasn't even supposed to let them go see their mother without supervision. So she had visitation, but it had to be supervised visits. But he did not listen to the courts, and he let the mom get the kids without supervision, and the daughter ends up dead, right? And so I remember something about, like, even in the comments of the video where the mother had been, like, on the news, like, she was saying something like, the way she said, I hope the person is caught. She said something along those lines where everybody was like, why is she saying that when he's already been arrested? Like, you pretty much know who the suspect already is. Who else would have access to your daughter? The shit did not add up, y'all. It did not add up. And I think as natural human behavior, we don't want to believe that a mother would put her own child in harm's way. But over the years, my last 2 decades as an adult, I have learned that you cannot trust a drug addict. The mom was missing teeth, which means she's most likely on crack, because they always like missing teeth whenever they're on drugs. I don't know a whole lot about drugs. But that's something I notice when people do the crack cocaine stuff. They're missing some teeth for whatever reason. And when people are on drugs like that, they'll do anything to get their next high. I've noticed they're really good at lying for some reason. I don't know if it's because they do it a lot. I don't know if it's because they're under the influence that they don't really show any emotion. I have no clue, but they're really good at lying. And all the red flags were there, okay? All the red flags were there, and I just refused to think the mom had any part in this. I did not want to go there, that she had any role in this. All I thought was the most that I would have blamed the parents for was neglect. Negligence, neglect. I felt the mom probably was too trustworthy of this man, this demon, this monster, and maybe she ran to the store and left her daughter, in his care, or left her daughter in the house with him. I thought the most I could blame the mom on is like poor judgment. I feel duped. I feel angry. I feel disgusted. Absolutely disgusted that this little girl I just saw this story, y'all, so bear with me, because I just saw this story, and it's like, I cannot wrap my head around this. Like, why would a mother do this? And as a person in the public, a person looking from as a public observer who's just following the story, it's like we've gone through every emotion. I mean, it went from the little girl being lost and missing to we finally find her, but she's already been, like, she's already gone. Like, she's already passed away, been murdered. And then you find out what happened to her. She's 5 years old. She's 5 years old. And it's like the story just keeps getting worse and worse, basically. Like, I thought, okay, at least they caught the guy. And I was upset because the father lost custody of the younger child. And now I'm like, maybe it was for good reason. I remember thinking, like, man, that's messed up. Like, he lost his other child, like custody of his other child, when he already has lost his daughter through murder. And now I'm like, maybe the officials know more than, they know more than we do. Maybe they know what they're doing for once. Because I'm not used to them really making good judgments from the stories I see when it comes to, like, children who are being abused. And I am so angry right now. So let me just get into the story. I'm trying to, like, process everything, but I'm just like, I just can't. Let me just read the story. So it's a 5-year-old Georgia girl was brutally murdered after her mother took money from a man to have sex with the young child. Authorities claimed, you can't have sex with a young child. You raped her. She took money for her daughter to be raped. Her baby girl. Her little 5-year-old girl who she was supposed to be protecting. Okay, let me keep going. So, I'm so angry right now. I'm looking at the words and I'm just getting angrier. Okay, so Kelly Sipple, age 35, was arrested for murder and human trafficking for the death of her daughter, Kamari Holland, weeks after Sipple denied involvement and called the child "my life." You know what? I remember somebody covering this story, and they were talking about how the mom was already giving away the little girl's toys. And I think it around Christmas time. I just remember it being weird. Like, people were like, why is she giving her toys away so fast? Like, she just lost her daughter. Like, usually people would want to hold on to things, that their loved ones owned, just to have a piece of them. And this woman that was doing the story was, like, justifying the mom getting rid of her little girl's stuff. And she said she had lost her dad or something, and so she did the same thing. But I'm like, it's different when it's your child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if she has any kids, but see, that's the problem with black people. Like, nowadays, like, we're not having children. We don't have children, a lot of us. And we're so disconnected from normal maternal, paternal emotions that you should have towards children. It's like we just hate black children. We hate little kids that come from our, our communities. And she's biracial, but her dad's black. And so she's halfway coming, from our community. And so I just, as a mother, I don't even want to do that. Like, I can't imagine getting rid of my child's toys. You barely figured out where she was. The guy had barely been arrested, and you already given her toys away. And you know why this bitch was giving her toys away? Now that I'm thinking about it, is because she's a drug addict, and she's trying to get money so she can do more drugs. Oh my gosh. This bitch. Okay, let me just get through this. I believed her. Like, that's why I feel so stupid. Like, why did I believe her when Because she kept saying, she's my life, she's my life. And I believed her. Believed her. And I'm just so angry at myself because I'm like, she could have got over on everybody. Like, she's a liar. Man, this sucks. This little girl did not deserve this. It's making me look at everybody's side eye now. Like, did the dad have something to do with this? Like, why did he let his crackhead ex get the kids when he knows she's a hot mess? Like, why? Nobody protected this little girl. Everyone in her life failed her. Everyone in her life failed her. And that's including authorities, the parent, everybody. Everybody failed her. So it says prosecutors say Jeremy Williams, age 37, paid Stiepel to rape. I'm going to say rape. With her daughter. He paid Stiepel to rape her daughter before he raped her and strangled her. WRBL TV reported Friday, citing court records. Stiepel reported the child missing on December 13, saying she woke up and found the front door open at her home in Columbus, Georgia. The child was found dead later that day in Phoenix City, Alabama, in an empty home where Williams once lived. Williams and Stiepel had a relationship, police told WRBL prior a court-issued gag order on the case. The man, who has previously been accused of child abuse, may face more charges, reports said. 2 days after Kamari's murder, Stiepel donated the girl's toys to WTVM TV for the station's annual toy drive. She said the child would have wanted her toys donated because she was a very helping child. She said, I'm a mommy. I did not have nothing to do with this, she said. She was my life. I lived for her. She was my only girl. I have 3 boys and her. Kamari's father, Corey Holland, issued a statement to WRBL after Stiepel's arrest. He knew better. He knew what he was with. He knew what he was with. She's a drug addict. This bitch is a drug addict. I can't think of any other parent would do this except for drugs. So his statement, the father of the little girl, of Kamari, his name's Corey Holland, he says, she's a monster. A real mother protects and would die for her children. My family and I will continue to wrestle with the loss of losing our angel Kamari. We will ask that you continue to make your news about her and the justice she deserves. Columbus Assistant Police Chief Joyce Dent Fitzpatrick said the case has struck a nerve for local law enforcement. This case has struck a nerve for the public, for all of us, because it's a jolt to the psyche. Like, how can a mother do this and then look everyone in the face on national TV and I'm so angry. I just feel so stupid. Like, why did I fall for this? Like, I just feel so I feel so gullible right now. Like, I feel like an idiot. I cannot believe I didn't suspect the mother. Usually I am on it, y'all. I watch a lot of IDTV. And I'm just like, how did I miss this? So the only thing I have to say is please monitor where your kids are and who they are around, Dent Fitzpatrick told the station. Yeah. Beautiful little girl. She deserves so much better than what she got. Just, I'm sickened. I'm sickened. I'm not gonna lie. I want to vomit. Rest in peace to Kamari Holland. I pray that her mom gets everything that she deserves, as well as Jeremy Williams. Who took part in such an egregious act against this poor innocent little child. I'm just sickened. I want to cry. I want to vomit. I want to scream. Because there are so many other children out there that's going through this, and you feel so helpless. We have got to protect and save our babies, y'all. So make sure to like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments below. And I will see you in the next video. Rest in peace, Kamari. I'm so sorry this happened to you. And I hope that you're at peace now. I hope that your suffering is over. My heart and prayers go to her loved ones who had nothing to do with this. And may God, show his wrath upon the demons who took part in this little girl's demise.